Let's start with a question that sounds insulting, but I want you to really think about it. What is the price of an hour of your life? If you're the person who replies to a text within 10 seconds, if you're the one who says yes to every last minute meeting just because you don't want to seem rude, or the friend who's always available for a 3-hour vent session at midnight, your answer, subconsciously, is zero. We've been sold this lie, this social myth, that being reliable and always there is how you build respect. We think it makes us a hero, but in the real world, the opposite happens. The more available you are, the less you matter. It's a harsh truth of human psychology. We don't value what we can't lose. Today, I'm going to show you the dark psychology behind why your kindness is actually killing your status. We're talking about the scarcity heuristic, the secret weapon of high-value people. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop being a utility and start being a priority. Think about the air around you. Right now, in this very second, it's the most vital thing in your existence. Without it, you'd be dead in minutes. But let me ask you, how often do you actually think about it? How often do you stop and thank the air for being there? Never. Why? Because it's everywhere. It's abundant. It's a constant. This is what I call the availability trap. When you are 24/7 accessible, when your green online light is always on, you become like the air. People stop seeing you as an individual with goals, dreams, and a tight schedule. They start seeing you as a background feature. There's a dangerous shift that happens in professional and personal circles. It starts as being the dependable one. You're proud of it, but slowly, over time, dependable morphs into taken for granted. You become like the office light switch. No one notices you when you're working perfectly, but everyone gets annoyed or angry when the light doesn't turn on immediately. Why is the human brain hardwired to overlook what is most abundant? Because evolution taught us to ignore the constants to save mental energy and focus only on the variables. If you want to be noticed, if you want your presence to carry weight, you have to stop being a constant. You have to become a variable. Let's talk numbers for a second. In economics, value isn't just about utility, it's about scarcity. Look at water and diamonds. Water is essential for every cell in your body, but it's cheap. Diamonds are decorative rocks, practically useless in daily life, but they are incredibly expensive. Why? Because you can't just walk outside and find a diamond on the sidewalk. Now, apply this logic to your social life. When you provide a social surplus, meaning you are giving more of yourself, more of your time, and more of your energy than the market demands, your value plummets. In this digital age, always-on notifications have killed the mystery of personal time. Your online status on WhatsApp or that seen receipt on Instagram is a leak in your value. It's a silent broadcast that says, I have nothing more important to do right now than to stare at this screen and wait for you to acknowledge me. Every time you reply instantly to a non-urgent message, you are devaluing your own currency. To increase your price in the minds of others, you have to decrease your supply. You have to make your time something that people have to earn, not something they can just consume at their convenience like a fast food snack. Have you ever noticed that the most powerful person in a company or the most respected person in a group is usually the hardest to get a hold of? It's not because they are too busy to type a 5-word text. It's because they are mission-driven. There's a massive psychological difference between the anxious attacher and the strategic actor. An anxious attacher replies instantly because they are terrified of missing out, or they're afraid someone will think they're being mean. They are reactive. They are like a leaf in the wind moving whenever someone else blows. But a strategic actor, they prioritize deep work. They understand a fundamental truth. Every yes they give to a distraction is a no to their own legacy. When you don't reply for 3 hours because you were focused, you aren't being rude. You are signaling that you are busy building something. You are signaling that you have boundaries that even you respect. This is a high-status signal. It forces people to value the window of time you do give them. If people know they only have 10 minutes of your focused attention, they will come to you prepared. If they know they have 24 hours of you, they will waste your time with nonsense. Here is the danger of being too nice. If you don't set a price for your time, I promise you, the world will set it for you. And they will set it at zero. This leads to something called boundary creep. It's a slow, silent invasion. It starts with a small, extra favor. You do it. Then it's a late night work call. You take it. Then it's a quick question while you're at dinner with your family. Because you never said no, people assume the door is always open. They don't think they're being disrespectful. They think they're following the rules you set. There is a direct correlation here. High accessibility equals low respect. In any negotiation, whether it's for a salary or who picks the movie, the person who is most available and eager to close always walks away with the worst deal. To fix this, you have to recalibrate. Oh, this doesn't mean you become a ghost. It means you implement time buffers. Start waiting. If it's not a literal emergency, don't reply for an hour. If it's work-related after 7 p.m., let it sit until the next morning. Teach the world how to treat you by showing them that your time is a finite, precious currency, not an open buffet. Here is the final secret, the re-entry effect. Have you ever noticed how, when someone who rarely speaks finally opens their mouth, the whole room goes silent? That's the power of scarcity. When you've been absent, when you've been focused on your own path, and you finally enter the room or the conversation, people lean in. Your words have weight. Your presence has gravity. Reclaiming your schedule isn't about being lonely or antisocial. It's about moving from being a commodity to being a priority. So, here is your challenge for today. Pick one person, one client, or one group chat where you are currently too available and start creating a buffer. Watch how their tone changes. Watch how they start asking for your time instead of just taking it. You only have one life. Stop spending it like it's a free resource. And if this video hit home, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. It tells the algorithm that this kind of human content matters.